Hello YouTube. So I talked about this on my stream, but I wanted to actually make a video about it because the audio is a little off on the stream and I was ranting a little bit. So I'm trying to give you a little bit of a shortened version. We hit 1,000 subscribers. That's so exciting. I'm super happy about that. And I just wanted to take a second to say, well, honestly, thank you. I've been trying to get to 1,000 for about a year now. Back when I posted my Aatrox video. So I guess I also just wanted to talk about how I got here and where the channel's going and what the plan is. So how did we get here? So originally I grew up in Iowa and I lived in Dubuque, Iowa after I graduated college. And I was bouncing from survival job to survival job because I wanted to do music. I really wanted to do music. My undergrad was in digital media production. I did some TV work. I did some production assistant work. I did a lot of freelance work, but I also worked, in a grocery store. I did like taxes for people. And I was kind of bouncing survival job to survival job and was trying to make my music stuff happen on the side. So eventually I had some momentum going, right? I had momentum going in like February of 2020. I played one of my favorite shows I've ever played was at the Rabbit Hole in Des Moines, Iowa. It was like an underground basement venue. Through that, I managed to book a festival for that summer, right? But then March rolled around, I released my Speaker for the Dead EP, and the world closed down. Needless to say, the entertainment industry did not do very well during COVID. And neither was I. Again, I was working different survival jobs. I was doing my best to survive. And still writing music, still releasing stuff, still trying to have fun with it, and streaming just a little bit. But eventually I saved up some money, and I was able to move to Chicago. In Chicago, I wrote the first edit I made, which is the Mordekaiser edit here. Big guy Mordekaiser. So this came about because I first moved to Chicago, right? Literally like 5 days into living here, I was scrolling on Reddit one day. I saw a post on Reddit of someone saying of a thing of all the Mordekaiser voice lines. And I downloaded it and I was like, I'm going to try to make a song out of this for fun. And I did. And I posted it on YouTube, not really thinking too much about it. Still doing some music stuff. About 6 months later, I get a job, a corporate job, right? I hadn't really had much luck with some of the music stuff I was still doing. And I was like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to do music stuff anymore. I want to survive. I want to be comfortable. I'm really frustrated with how things are going. So I get this comfy corporate job. I start my master's degree, which I'm still doing. And I forget about this Mordekaiser song, right? And lo and behold, I check it years later, right? And it's up to, right now it's at, 150,000 views-ish? 146,000. But it was at like 50,000 views at the time. And I was like, oh my God, I've never had that many views before. This is like 2 years later. In like 2023. So I was like, you know what? I need to follow this up. And I had the idea of, I'm going to do Aatrox. I'm going to write an Aatrox song. So I downloaded the Aatrox voice lines from the League of Legends wiki. And I posted it being like, all right, let's see how this follow-up does. And lo and behold, it took off 1 year later. 1.4 million, almost 4 million streams, just crazy. And that's when I was like, okay, maybe I can do this YouTube thing. And I just kept posting the different video edits. What's incredibly awesome about Riot Games is they have a policy for fan art, which is basically what this is. They're legal jibber jabber. Talking about how you can use, let me see if I can highlight it. How you can post stuff on YouTube and make passive ad revenue. Yeah, see right here, exception 1, ad revenue. Which is why I can't post the songs on Spotify, unfortunately. I know there's a lot of people in the comments who are like, post these on Spotify, please. I can't. I'm trying to stay within their terms of service and their legal jibber jabber, but you know, it's still very cool, and I still make them as like a writing exercise. I'm going to continue to make them, but that being said, this is music based off another company's IP that at any point could just decide they don't like that, you know, maybe I make ad revenue off it. Maybe they just didn't like my face one day. Maybe like, I don't know, who knows? Maybe just a new person takes over community management at Riot, and that would just take this away, unfortunately. So what I'm trying to do now in the future is I have all these releases, right? And I even try to do a little reacting on my stream and all these shorts and all this video game stuff, because apparently a lot of you really like gaming, which is really cool. I also love gaming. But my goal in the future is to definitely do more original music, and hopefully some of that will start to catch a little bit. But yeah, in the meantime, again, I just want to thank every single one of you for subscribing, and here's to more music in the future, and hopefully, you know, keep growing the channel, and yeah, keep listening. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Subscribe, comment, do the YouTube pleasantries. All right. Bye. Thanks for watching.